A full house expected here tonight, over 70,000, and the fans still filing into Mercedes-Benz Stadium just west of downtown Atlanta. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Kicker Brandon Aubrey is out to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start here is Tua. Got a man, it's London. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Still going inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, 55 yards. And the Falcons go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Nick Folk for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A first carry now. This is Williams. Given 4 yards there, it'll be 2nd and 6.
You don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Prescott. Screen play set up for Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st down, Cowboys.
A give to Williams, running right. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Prescott. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Okay, so the personal foul penalty And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Play action now, Prescott. And down he goes. A second back right around the 41-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After the turnover, it's Tua. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
A loss of 7.
Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. They'll pitch it to Robinson. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Prescott now. And this one quickly to Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he's up to the 24.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Dallas.
On play action, Prescott being chased out left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Fourth down, Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
That is caught by Lamb. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Divine Diablo. Are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To the air, Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Penix. That's to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. And looking to throw, Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now we're signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
And the Falcons, first down.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 46. The Folks kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Trying to get 1 more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half, Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
this off my chest and left my heart broken. Seeing how goofies are move for the green. Saying we on the same team, but what do that
So
mean?
they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Here's Prescott. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Prescott now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing. Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Prescott. Incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Here's Prescott. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Touchdown, Cowboys! George Pickens, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this 3rd quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points and not really with a lot of hope. But with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Penix. Over the middle, caught by London. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll throw with Penix. Sets up the screen to Robinson. He's got room at the 30. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This quarterback now 5 of 6. Very accurate since taking over. And he's got his guys a first down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower. That front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Trying to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he will have the first down. And even with the 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this nearly all the way down now.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Robinson. And he gets in.